Hey guys, LJ back, and I wanted to make notice of a phenomenon that I see when we do have a practice of any sort, whether that be time on the mat, some sort of meditation, journaling, walking, anything that we find works for us. There seems to be a value to not doing the practice, right? To giving it up, to deciding we're too busy, and finding out how we feel and how we function without that practice. And I find that this plays a role in building our resolve, right? In realizing what works for us, because sometimes we need to see how we feel when we don't do it, right? We need to see how life goes when we don't fit in that time with meditation or journaling or that walk or that time in nature or whatever it is that reconnects us, especially if we've realized how much it helps us and we've tried times in life where we were building it in more consistently and we saw how we felt and we saw how things got better. There seems to be some phenomenon where a lot of us will eventually still try giving up that practice a little bit, whether it just be for a couple days or a couple months or a couple years. But I do find, like I said, there's a value to that because then we get to see how we feel without the practice. And often, usually, it gets us to see how powerful it is, how much it does help us, and it gets us right back on it that next day, right? As soon as we realize that difference. So, if you've fallen off the wagon with one of your or some of your practices, love yourself through it in that non judgmental way that we bring in with things like yoga and meditation, but also see how it served a role for you in realizing how much that practice helps you and really building that desire to want to get back to it and to fit it in and to start doing it more like every day because now you know how much it works, right? Because you tried going without it. So that seems to be part of our process that we can embrace and even enjoy, and how skipping the practice helps us want to get back to the practice, right? So interesting stuff, this human life. Fun to share with you guys. Thanks for listening. Namaste.